What's up, guys? Barry Game here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today we're going to be going over something that a lot of people didn't really know, and that is Eloise can technically beat all the Mihm waves. Of course, as she gets stronger and higher level stones, getting better artifacts, of course, having the right enabling setup here too, she can do a lot of things. Now, we want to do a couple different tests here. I want to see how it works out with resilience, and I also want to see how it works out with attribute reduction. She, of course, has a skin, and she is almost a V2. She's like a V2.5 right now, but in reality, that should be enough to beat Mihm waves like this. So, we're going to take everybody off this team. We're going with the Phoenix because that's all we have. And I'm going to show you something first with her in the front row. Because, of course, Mihm has two different abilities that we'll go over here after we go through this fight. Now, I don't know if she's actually going to be able to beat it in the front row. Typically, heroes need to be in the back row to accomplish this. But we'll have to see. Ooh, yeah. Might need to run CC removal on the Mihms. There's a bunch of different ways for this to work. You can notice she's doing a really good job surviving, especially with that resilience at the end of every round. But getting petrified does feel bad. She does have plenty of time to keep going, though, and looks like she has a chance. Now, I think she's going to kill too many all at the same time, but there is one big difference here that I want to talk about with the setups right here. A lot of people don't know Mihm because Mihm's such an old hero at this point, but his basic attack is interesting. It's interesting. So, or is it the active? It's the active, sorry. He will deal damage against one active or one random enemy. If the target is in the front line, reduces their armor by 75%. So that's a huge loss of damage reduction. And petrifies them. If the target is the back line, reduces their attack and speed for 3 rounds. So typically what you do with heroes that are very tanky and such, you usually put her in the back row and you run attribute reduction purify. Number one is you don't have to worry about being CC'd with that petrify, which means she'll be able to counterattack more. And number two, she won't be taking as much damage. Now, there is one big difference though. There's 2 attribute reductions, the slow and the attack. When you have stacks of the attack reduction on you, you're not going to be able to do much damage, which means she's not going to heal for much. But if she does manage to purify the attack debuff, she is going to be A-okay. So I'll show you guys exactly what we're talking about here. Right here, you'll start seeing a stack of both attack reduction and speed. So let's watch this at the end of the round here. So you will see one purify happen. We did get the attack. Now this might turn out to be a victory right here. It actually might be because we killed a couple. You don't want to kill too many at the same time like that, because killing too many of them is going to cause that too much damage that she's not going to be able to have enough time to heal back up before the damage really starts stacking up. I'm kind of hoping we get a chance to show you guys the way or what happens when she doesn't purify the attack debuff, because that's when you really get into some muddy waters here. So we're going to show it here. So we did get it again. That's perfect. Now, I like how she's picking on certain Mihms more than others because, again, like I said, it gives her time to kind of separate the damage out. And I think this might be a victory here, to be honest. Let's watch at the end of this round. We got the attack debuff again, and that's exactly the line you need in order for this setup to work. This is probably one of the easiest ways to clear Mihm waves. You can also do it with a couple different heroes. Number one, you can do the same exact setup with a Horus. Horus can do this just fine. You can also do this with an Inosuke. Inosuke can do it just fine for the first 2. I think it's like, I forget what number it is, but it's like the 607 and the one previous to that. I want to say it's like 587 or something like that. The first 2 Inosuke can do. After that, it gets too difficult for him to get through it. I have seen Unimaxes do a similar strategy as well. And then, of course, one of the big ones to do to get past this wave is going to be the tick strategy. You guys can definitely go check out. I'll put like, actually, you know what we'll do? In the top corner right now, We'll show you the tick strategy. We'll put a link to that video right there. And then after that one pops up, also in that top corner there, we'll put a link to the video where we do the cheese method, because you can actually beat this with 5-star heroes. Like, all you need is 5-star heroes. Delasium's one of the key components here is actually a hero you wouldn't think is useful, but Ilaria with her attack steal indefinitely just keep stacking up with Delasiums, goes crazy. You pick a hero like Penny, or not Penny, like Drake or Carrie, and they can dodge the attacks from the basics Mims. You just make sure they have the lowest HP. There's tons of different strategies to get this done, so I wanted to make sure you guys were aware of it. Again, I'll try to put all the links somewhere up the top. If you see something pop up on your screen, hit it and go check it out. I mean, you can even get it done with scary armies too. Yes, the old school way of beating this wave actually involved having 3 to 4 scaries on your account, which is what we did originally, and I'm pretty sure I have a video on YouTube on it as well. But what happens is you need their like last attack while all of them are alive, the last attack to kill all the Mims. That way, if all the Mims die at the same time, none of the triggers happen. It's just end of combat. You don't take ridiculous amounts of damage. If you kill all but one, chances are you're dying. You've got to literally wipe out the entire enemy team. So this is good for us because this was on our free-to-play account. Making tons of power progress now should be easier. I'm not saying it's going to be straight up easy, but that is the best way to get past those. Usually accounts that are strong enough to beat Mim waves like this, you usually then go on to just absolutely crush everything else. And you can kind of see, we'll see if that's exactly what's going to happen here. We'll get some Tixes up in here, and maybe some of them are a little dangerous. We might need to switch back to the Penny. But if we have to, we will build up something like a 10-star Tix with an active in round 1. That way he can do a ton of damage, because as you guys know, Tix is just absolutely amazing in Tower of Oblivion. So just to make sure we have enough spots, I'm going to take this time. We're going to do this right here to make it less confusing during the video. Number 1, I'm going to put a link up here right now. This one is going to be how you beat it with a Tix setup. The Tix setup is probably one of the easier ones just because most people have a Tix, and that way it's just very easy. Number 2 we're going to put up here is going to be to the cheese method with Illyria's, those type heroes, all those really weird nifty ones that, hey, it does work out. I'm going to throw it up here for the Horus style clear, while the Horus clear is almost identical as well. And then the very last one right up the top corner here, I think, and I'm pretty sure, I have a scary setup, so we're gonna link it to that too. It's gonna be a very old video at this point, but really, really cool. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. I'll see you guys next time.